Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kelvin here. When investing in Bitcoin, one of the most common advice we will hear is hold, which is not a spelling mistake. It's just the way they like to say it. Then the newbie investor be like, what are you trying to tell me? That I can trade my Bitcoins for millions someday? No newbie, when you are ready, you won't have to. In case you didn't get it, there are many investors that think that cryptos will replace fiat currency in the future. But then, here's the problem. Where do we store our Bitcoin? You can store them in online exchanges like Coinbase or BlockFi to earn some interest. But then the problem is that online exchanges get hacked all the time. If you are scared that your Bitcoin is stolen, a better way is to store them offline. You can store them in something like this, and this is called a Ledger Nano S. Which brings us to today's topic. In today's video, I will show you a step-by-step guide on how to store your Bitcoin in this Ledger Nano S. From buying the device, setting it up, then transferring your Bitcoin over. I will also talk about things to take note when using this device. Let's start by talking how to get this device. You can get it by scrolling down below, then click on the link to buy. There are two kinds of ledgers right now. Ledger Nano S, which costs $99, and Ledger Nano X, which costs $189. With the more expensive version supporting wireless, have bigger storage and bigger display. They work exactly the same, so there's no difference to which you get. And because I'm a cheapskate, I just get a cheaper Ledger Nano S instead. Here's a pro tip. If you have friends or family who is interested to get the Ledger, you guys can just order the family pack to get about 20% discount per device. After ordering, they mentioned that it will take about 4 to 5 weeks to arrive, but in my case, it arrived within 3 weeks. Wow, much fast! After it arrived, it's time to set up your Ledger. But before that, let's do a quick unboxing video. So that was a super extra unboxing video, and this is your Ledger Nano S. All your cryptos will be stored here, so you will need to take care of it properly. Now, I will show you how to set up the device. First thing first, plug this Ledger to the computer to power it up. They will then welcome you. You can press the left button to go left, right button to go right, and you can press both buttons together to confirm. The first thing they will need you to do is to set a PIN code, so let's do that first. Next, you will need to write down your recovery phrase. This phrase is super important because if you lose your Ledger, you can still use this phrase to get back your cryptos. But if you lose this phrase, then your cryptos will be hong gan liao. There's no way to restore your crypto. So, no pressure. Ledger has given us some sheets where we can write down our phrase, so let's use them. To start, press right on your Ledger. As you can see, the first word is build. We copy it to the sheet. The second word is spot, so let's copy it over too. There's a total of 24 words, so just write all of them down. Next, you will need to verify them. So for example, our first word is build. We will need to keep scrolling until we find our word. When we find our word, just confirm. Then you will need to confirm the second word. Just repeat this until all 24 words are confirmed. When you are done, Ledger will give you a few advices. These 24 words are your only backup. Keep them in a secure place and never share them with anyone. I can't stress this enough. These 24 words that you wrote is your only lifeline if you ever lose your Ledger, so guard it with your life. Keep them in a safe place, don't take photos of it or store it online. Don't even tell your girlfriend or boyfriend about it, because anyone who has access to these 24 words will have access to all of your 100 Bitcoin and $10,000 Dogecoin. When you are done, press both buttons to continue. Alright, that's for setting up the Ledger. Next, we will need to create a Bitcoin account so we can transfer Bitcoin over. For this, you will need to use either a Ledger desktop program or app. I'll be showing you how to do it in a desktop program. So let's head over to ledger.com to download the program. Once you are done, choose your device. Mine is Nano S. While setting up, they will give you a short quiz, but I will just give you the answer to them. As a Ledger user, my crypto is stored on the blockchain. If my recovery phrase is no longer secure or private, my crypto is no longer safe and I need to transfer them to a secure place. When I connect my Nano to the Ledger app, my private key is still offline. Alright, now you are the crypto expert. Next, it will ask you to allow Ledger Manager on your device, so just confirm on your device. After that, add account. Choose your crypto asset. You will need to install the Bitcoin app first, so click on Open Manager. There are tons of apps that you can download, but before you try to install the entire app store in your Ledger, take note that there's only 156 KB for Ledger Nano S, which is ain't much. So you can at most install about 3 apps, which should be more than enough for most people. For now, I will just install the Bitcoin app. Once you are done, you will see it on the program and on the Ledger. Next, you will need to create an account, so click Add Account, Continue. you'll be asked to open the app in your ledger, so just press both buttons to open. There's two kinds of accounts which you can choose from, SegWit and native SegWit. Personally, I will choose native SegWit because it has a lower transfer fee. Then click Add Accounts, then Done. Phew, the hard part is finally over. Now for the fun part, transferring your Bitcoin over to your ledger so that you can hug your Bitcoin to sleep. To do that, click Accounts, then click Bitcoin 1 Native SegWit. Click Receive to receive your Bitcoin. Continue. It will tell you to open the Bitcoin app on your ledger, so just do that. Here, you will see your public address. Check your ledger to make sure that it is the same address. If they are the same, you can just click Copy to copy the address. You can transfer your Bitcoin to any crypto exchanges, but I will show you how to transfer from Binance.sg. So in Binance.sg, click Account, then click Send to send your Bitcoin. Paste the address into here. Again, make sure that you have pasted the correct address. Then choose how many Bitcoin you want to transfer over. Maybe 1 million? Just kidding, I wish I have that many. I will send all my Bitcoins over because YOLO is the way to go. Click Submit to send. Now, you will just have to wait. The process may take a few minutes to a few hours. It depends how congested the network is. You will know whether it's successful or not until you see it in your ledger. That's why this part is quite scary. Pro tip, if you are very kanjiang and want to see whether the transaction is completed or not, you can go to History, click Send, Receive, then check the status. Alternatively, you can copy the transaction ID, go to blockchain.com, then paste this transaction in. If the status is confirmed, that means the transaction is complete. If you have transferred to the correct address, you'll be able to see your Bitcoin appearing in your ledger. Otherwise, you might have transferred to the wrong address. So that was how to transfer your Bitcoin over to your ledger. Now, there's a few things I want to talk about. If your Bitcoin is very little, like $100, $200, it's not worth to get a ledger. You practically have nothing much to lose. So don't bother getting this device. Right now, I'm still keeping my Bitcoin in BlockFi to earn that sweet 5% interest. Sign up link down below. I only plan to transfer over to Ledger when the amount is large enough, like maybe 50k or 100k. Second, your Bitcoin isn't actually stored in the Ledger. This Ledger only stores your private key. Then, where's my Bitcoin? It's not actually stored anywhere. Instead, it is just a number in a public database known as a blockchain. And we know that this Bitcoin belongs to you because this Bitcoin is associated with your public key. To access the Bitcoin, you will need your private key, which is in this Ledger Nano. Without the private key, you will never be able to get your crypto. So it's super important that you keep the 24 words phrase safe and secure, because it's the only way to retrieve your private key if anything happens. And that's all for today. Hopefully now you know how to use your Ledger Nano. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday and sometimes Friday.